Is this the Rookie CEO podcast?
Yeah, I think we're in the right place.
Oh, Hev, it's recording. This is Fuzz.
And I'm Heath, and you're listening to the Rookie CEO podcast.
Today we are joined again by Dan Francis from Level Up Leads, our SEO expert. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about the future of SEO and what it holds for our businesses. Now, AI is a massive subject. What's your thoughts on it?
It's mad. So ChatGPT is now up to 800 million weekly active users. 2 years ago, it was 100 million.
Wow.
So if you get your nut around that, 800 million weekly active users.
Get your nut
It's
round
mental.
that. I love
like,
that.
it's mad. And the thing is, people obviously go on ChatGPT for various different reasons, but a lot of it is conversational questions. So people are now turning to AI to ask questions about businesses, and it can be really specific and really long tail. Say like if you're if you're looking for a mortgage, it might be, I've got a deposit of 75,000. I live in this particular area. Ideally, I want a 2-bedroom house in this location that's close to schools. Who would be the best mortgage broker to provide me that?
Wow, yeah, of course.
And then it will give you a tailored answer. So the way that SEO is evolving now, a couple of years ago, you would never try and optimize for that type of question.
No.
What's the point? But you have to now. And that's where the blogs come in, because if you do, obviously you're not going to do a blog for that specific question, but if you've done a blog for a certain location that's close to schools, that would then, AI would cite that and then pick that up.
So you got to think really big then with your blogs, I guess.
Huge, yeah. So we use a tool called Answer the Public. And the way it works is you put in a key subject or like key thing that you want to basically talk about, and then what it does is it scrapes data from Google, Bing, ChatGPT, Reddit, socials, the lot, and then it will basically give you a list of the most commonly asked questions in that particular field. So it will give you a bit of a heads up to sort of target that particular question, if that makes sense.
So that's really deep, isn't it?
I think like as a social media manager, what has been interesting and a bit of a challenge actually is trying to fit now SEO or social media into the strategy when it doesn't quite fit the tone of voice.
Yeah.
Because it's trying to subtly kind of put these things in place on their socials without it completely changing how they talk or feeling disingenuous.
Yeah, it is a challenge. Like I get, not every client, but quite a few clients that do have their brand voice, and we do a blog and they almost say it's not how we want it to go out. But I'm like, if we're not going to do it this way, then there's no point. It has to be around them commonly asked questions. And then some of the blogs are not necessarily directly about your business. So prime example, we work with a vehicle security company. We done a blog around the top 10 most common stolen vehicles in the UK.
Okay.
Almost went like viral. It was getting like 1,000 organic hits a month, but then obviously throughout that blog, and this is mainly getting picked up by the likes of ChatGPT and other language learning modules, people are then reading that blog, and then you do your interlinking, so you're linking to different pages, so you can say, have like a tracking device, and then that's how people are getting their business now, because they're on the blog, they're reading around that most commonly asked question, and then it's going through, and that's all from obviously AI.
I think just all of us are adapting to AI. Like even the way that we are Googling. Like I think back in the day, and I probably was even guilty of it now, is I will talk to Google without any sort of like interlinking words. I will just be like, coffee, hungry now. And I'll just be like, feed me.
But that's the thing. And that's been fine for years, but it's changed now. And I think people are only starting to understand now that you can be really specific with AI.
Yeah.
And you can ask it. I saw on Facebook the other day, how true it was, some woman in America, she won 100 grand on the lottery because AI predicted her numbers.
Wow.
Yeah. So
well, I've got friends that use ChatGPT like a therapist. Rather than paying for therapy, they just speak. They like what we say is, oh, I'm going to go and talk to Chat about it.
Friends that use.
Well, I've done it as well. I'm like, I'm just going to talk to Chat about it, and it's like, why are we nicknaming this AI tool?
There was another thing as well. It was this young footballer, like he was signing his first pro contract and he couldn't afford an agent. His agent takes like X amount of their salary, so his agent was ChatGPT. Obviously, he didn't tell the club that he was signing for, but all the negotiations that he'd done was from ChatGPT, and then he managed to get this like contract that was better than any agent, and he saved like 20 grand because he didn't have to pay an agent fee. So and we're only just dipping our toe in. What it's going to be like, who knows?
Yeah.
You know, it's going quick. But one thing we do know now, the way that the trend is when it comes to search, is by 2028, AI will outperform Google for search. What that platform will be ChatGPT or Google AI, we don't know. But people will very rarely in 2028 go to Google to ask it a question about a business. It will be...
And I do think as well, because we're adding a massive human touch to all of our sort of questions now, it will be very voice focused, I think.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, all of us, and I don't want to say the A word, but we all have echoes, Amazon echoes. I won't say the A word because I don't know who's listening. That will be the future of all answers, I think. It's just actually just asking our phones, asking the echoes at home or whatever smart device you're using.
I actually asked ChatGPT a question about ChatGPT yesterday.
Was that like Inception?
Yeah,
Did you break it?
because
No wonder why the internet went down yesterday.
I deleted a chat by mistake, and I've spoken on before on the training platform. Like, I would train each kind of chat up to speak exactly like that client, but I accidentally deleted my own one. And I've spent a very long time tailoring this little chat to talk like me, and I accidentally deleted it, and I was so devastated. So I was like, chat, how do I get it back? But chat told me once you delete them, they're gone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There'll be backup file somewhere.
No, if you archive it, it's okay, but if you've deleted it properly, then you can't get it back.
Talking about AI and how I think it's always been on our brains the last couple of years, is that it's taking people's jobs 100%. I think it's a fact that it's taken like 40,000 jobs this year alone. But what I'd love to know is how we can sort of harness that and turn it into more of a job itself. Like, surely, like, I would love to know how many jobs ChatGPT are actually offering.
Yeah, it's a good question. I always say as well, I mean, I'm quite fortunate because my agency's a couple of years old, so I'm late to the SEO party in terms of, you know, SEO sort of almost got invented in 2009. But I can be one of the first to understand AI and do AI SEO. AI now for me, and I think a lot of people, if you really get to understand it and find the benefits that can help your business, it is like having the perfect member of staff.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily not going to take your job. People say, like, in the SEO world, people go, oh, SEO's dying, and it drives me mad. Because I'm like, no, it's not. Like, now in 50 years' time, people are always going to search questions.
Yeah.
Always. It's just how
There'll always be an algorithm in the background.
Yeah, of course.
You can control.
That is literally it. It's just where people get their answers from, and now it's AI.
Yeah.
So it's just about learning how to. Bless you.
Sorry, thank you.
Just about learning how to get AI to recommend your business. And I think it's the same for a lot. Look, there will be jobs out there, of course there will, that probably do cease to exist. I think it was Diary the CEO. He had an AI guy on there, and I was talking about that they reckon driving might be one of the jobs that goes. You get these self-driving cars now, don't you?
Of course.
So when you have like these lorry and delivery drivers, that potentially could be eliminated.
Yeah.
Hey Hev, have you heard of IT Managed Services? They're an IT support service based in Kent.
Yeah, I've been with them for over a year now. I love being able to just call them at any point and they take over my computer and fix the issue so much quicker than spending hours on Google.
Why have you kept that to yourself all this time? Right, I need to sign up to these guys. What's their website?
It's it-ms.co.uk, or you can call 01634 218 362.
So there will be industries out there that
But that will still need to be monitored. It will still be like AI cannot control every single thing.
Well, who knows?
Well, I don't know. Yeah. But on that basis, like, one thing that I do think will change in the next 12 months is just the price of AI.
Yeah.
At the
Well,
minute,
yeah,
it
so-
is so cheap.
I read actually, I watched TikTok on it. So I don't know if you noticed, ChatGPT's prices have gone up because basically what they're saying is over the last, how long has it been around? 2 years?
Yeah.
What they've been doing is giving people a tester of like, you can't live without this tool.
Yeah.
Here, have it at this affordable price. And now they're whacking the price right up because they're like, well, we've proven to you can't live without it, so you're going to pay the higher price for
almost in a rock
it.
and a hard place because you'd have to pay essentially, wouldn't you? Because you've integrated 2 years worth of work using that as a perfect assistant. I suppose you would.
But
Well,
luckily,
for me,
now,
I was paying like £20 a month. I've just upgraded it, and now I'm paying £150 a month. But I know it's fundamental to kind of optimise certain elements of my business, so I have to pay it.
Yeah, there are tools out there you have to
And it's cheaper than paying a member of staff as well, right?
That's it.
And that's where they're looking at it as
Yeah.
well. It's like, would you rather pay, I don't know, thousands of pounds a month or £150 a month? The way
Yeah.
yeah.
I think with like AI SEO, I think every client I've got now, even clients that have been in business for 30 plus years that are, I suppose, a little bit towards the tail end of their careers, I think even they're starting to understand the importance now of having AI recommend your brand. And like, I remember Christmas break just gone, so like coming up to 12 months ago, I'm on various different SEO community forums and all the rest of it, and the AI SEO wasn't, obviously it was a conversation, but it wasn't the conversation we're having now.
Yeah.
It has gone so much quicker this year, and I think it's just evolved so much, and I'm looking at it thinking, if it's done that in
Less
10
than 12
months,
yeah.
it's mad. So yeah, you have to, it's a brilliant marketing opportunity. Like, it's one of the best opportunities businesses will have in the last 10 to 20 years. Get yourself an AI. If you get yourself an AI, it's very, very early wave of sort of, you know, people wanting to use it. It can be a game changer. Like, that can literally be your main source of lead generation.
Yeah.
Just by getting ChatGPT to say, use these guys.
100%. Yeah. And I think the future of SEO, I don't think that even links fully with just what SEO people do nowadays. I think it is massively linked into to social media.
Yeah, well,
So-
there's some social media managers that think it's a badge of honour to say they don't use it, and all I can say is that you're wasting your own time,
Yeah,
because
of course.
And you've been left behind.
if you take the time to train these tools properly, you take the time to learn the proper prompts, you can produce much higher quality content than you ever could with yourself. Because I'm not an expert in every single field. Of course, I'm with the blogs. So why would I, just for my own little pride of saying I wrote that word for word myself? Of course, I change it all, I edit it all, but it can advise me, okay, this is going to be tailored better for that audience group, and then I craft content from there. I don't think I should be like, oh, I don't use it, like this is a selling point, because I don't think it is.
No, and again, I think about 2 years ago now, it was almost, as an SEO, you wanted to say, we don't use AI. Don't worry, we don't use it, because it was just coming in. People had a misconception that if you use AI on your website will get turned off, or Google will like hate it.
Yeah.
And it weren't. I think it's just, but now, like, you actively, there's AI SEO agencies out there that purely do every single element of work through AI. They don't really touch it.
Yeah.
They're just prompting correctly. You want to have a blend. You want to have
Yeah.
a bit of both. But
You've
it's-
got to future-proof your business, I think.
of course you have.
And from a social media aspect, like, I see a lot of adverts now where there's platforms out there that will literally be your social media marketer. They'll literally just go, right, give us access to your social media, let us know how many times you want us to post, and we'll just do all the posting for you. Have you ever used anything like that? Or I would love to test something like that out, just to kind of prove that, because it's missing any element of human touch, it isn't going to really be authentic.
No, I haven't used it. I wouldn't, purely because as much as you need these kind of structured posts and stuff, you can't beat that team picture you've posted showing the size of your team and showing your community, and that is something that AI won't get.
You bang on. So I remember when it was this year, I think it was around March, April time, when ChatGPT had that update where you could start doing images that were more sort of realistic. And I'm sitting there thinking, this is brilliant. Like, I can start doing this for like some of the Google Business Profile post updates because it was new and exciting. But you bang on. When I posted a couple of them, I looked at them and I'm like, as good as that is, you can tell it's fake. Like, you need to have that human element behind it that is optimized by AI.
But it's even like the AI talking videos. I can still tell the difference,
can.
and I would much rather get someone sat down talking to camera
Yeah.
or doing a silly TikTok for their business.
Yeah. And I think the way it's going, I think a lot of businesses will, as exciting as AI is, people are more now craving and wanting that human interaction, because they know. I mean, I see things on like Facebook and Instagram, and it's like, I watched a video the other day, it's like woman swimming, it's like a shark was behind, and they both smiled. And for most of that video, I thought it was real until the shark smiled. And I'm like, I'm watching stuff now without actually knowing it's so people want to have that realness, especially when it comes to business. People do business with people, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing with AI. You'll never replace that human element of networking, of doing things like this, of having your monthly catch-ups. So it's very important, but
Yeah.
you still need that.
Well, like on that, like I get a lot of my leads originally come from social media, but actually they don't get action. I've had a couple people recently. They've been like, they've met me and they said, "Oh, I've been following your line for ages," and then they've booked a meeting. But it wasn't. They've been following my stuff and liking it, knowing they wanted to use me. But it wasn't till they met me in person that they actually made that next
Pushes
step.
them along, yeah.
Yeah. If you turned up like really awkward, like an AI video, that wouldn't have worked. No. But talking of the future of SEO again, is SEO, keywords, human sort of like questions and being answered in a human way. One thing that people haven't really thought about, and I don't know if it will ever be a thing, but talking videos, because it's a video format and there's no actual written context behind it, but there could be a keyword or the name of the file in the background, but that will not help your SEO unless there's like a blog underneath it, right?
Yeah.
But in the future, I do see videos having like a sort of like subtitles sort of like thing in the background that will help.
Well, already,
AI.
so you have something called like alt text that you can put on the back, which Google is a little bit, but Google now have something called Google Vision API. So, say years ago, if you had a picture of that Red Bull can, for argument's sake, like Google wouldn't know what that is.
Yeah.
As now, the AI algorithm within Google itself can scan that and understand that that's a Red Bull can. Therefore, if someone was to search Red Bull can, that's got a higher chance of showing up. So
Crazy,
already, by posting images and videos, Google algorithm through the AI through that can start to understand what that is.
I've already noticed it already in like my Google Drive when I upload videos. The little AI thing next to me starts transcribing it before I've even done anything.
Yeah.
So I think the technology's there. They just maybe haven't fully implemented it.
No, and that's the thing. It's still very, very early. So what it will be like in this time next year, who knows? Who knows? But as I say, more and more people, from a business point of view, more and more regular people of all different age groups are now turning to AI to find the answers to their questions, and people ask questions about businesses and services. So if you're not in it, you got to be in it.
So I think so. Just to summarise, I think the whole episode is to future-proof your business, to future-proof people finding your business online. Which again, I think just that sentence alone is the future. Like even if you are a high street store and your only real reach is foot traffic. You're not future-proofing your business, are you?
No.
If you haven't got a Google business profile, if you've not got a website, you are really limiting your reach.
Yeah.
And it's also to do with people that want to sell their business, which is really the end goal sometimes as well. Is if you have to be thinking about SEO from an AI aspect.
Yeah.
And really be in the know. I think that's what's really good if you are able to afford to outsourcing your marketing, outsourcing your SEO side of things. It means you don't have to stress about being in the know constantly because you're paying someone to do all that for you.
Exactly.
So you're not there to just save people time. You're actually there to save people's sort of like energy levels because you're not having to constantly search for on YouTube, well, how do I keep my SEO live today?
For local businesses, and what I mean by local businesses is if you're a service that sells to your local community in your local town, Google Business Profile now and in 10 years, obviously look, things can change, that will still be the main source of inquiries because people like to look at reviews, they like to look at images, they like to see who's at the top, and the Google AI will basically pull its data from that. So that, for local businesses, is probably
the highest priority, really.
I'd say so. I'd say so.
Thank you so much for coming on again, Dan. I really
you.
appreciate it. There'll be another episode next week. Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
Thanks, bye.